Welcome to Zentangle Project Pack 2. This is day 6 of the 12 days of Zentangle. I'm Rick.
Hi, I'm Maria, and we are going to do toodles today. This is a new tangle, and it's just a little bit different. It's sort of goes together sort of like poke leaf, and it has many variations, many possibilities, and it's just so much fun to watch. So this is a basic toodle here, and the shape is very organic. It has some nice black parts to it, so that it gives you that intensity that's just so beautiful.
And this is my favorite part of this because to me it's very unexpected what happens, and all of a sudden you've got this, whoa, over-under dimensionality. So that's the essential toodle of this new tangle. So here we go.
Okay, we're going to put a corner dots and a border loosely.
This is Maria's border.
My version of a border. And then with the Micron PN, which is a great pen, I love it. Great feel to it. We're going to start again with these subtle, like an S curve, very subtle, instead of a straight line. And then I'm going to come up on each side with this gentle curve that sort of like a hairpin turn, right?
And notice how it curves back in on itself. And if you're familiar with the technique of takeoff and land, you're landing that back in on the line. So as it comes down, it just retraces it a bit. And actually there's some takeoff and landing on those outer strokes as well.
So now we're going to put these toodles together, and they're going to sort of go like hollabaugh behind each other and kind of bump up. It's beautiful how they fit in. So I'm imagining where it's going to come out. Here it goes. Now watch it, watch it, watch it. This is so cool. Comes down, around. Oh.
And this is a very malleable tangle. Just like poke root and poke leaf, or particularly poke leaf, you can really put this in all sorts of spaces because it turns and twists, and you can adapt it beautifully. So when Maria or when I usually edit these, I'll get it started, and then once you know what's going on, I'll cut it and bring you back when we're going to go do the next thing. But I was just so mesmerized as I was watching her do this. I said, I'm just going to let this run because it's really, really fun to watch. I just love when those outer curves tie it all together. And to me, it's so unexpected, and it's really dynamic.
It's pretty elegant, right?
Yeah, it's a leaf, it's an animal, it's a something. I don't know. It's very cool.
Looks like something that would be in the rainforest, and the leaves that are the size of your head, you know?
Exactly.
Right?
So I think a lot of times Maria will take a graphic one, and then on the newspaper just play around with different tangles and different ideas and see where it goes. And I think that's how this one came about.
It's on those pages way in the back that nobody reads.
Right,
What
the
is
legal
it? The
sections,
legal section.
announcements.
It's sort of a all tiny script, and it's so fun to draw in there. And I think it's probably where this tangle started.
So why is it called Toodles?
Mazzy asked to name this tangle, and she decided that it would be called Toodles because that's what her dad calls her. Mazzy Toodles.
Mazzy Toodles.
Toodles
Perfect.
it was. Yeah.
And it actually looks like a toodle.
It does.
So I think that is the most perfect name. So let's play around with another one here, and there's many different ways to arrange this tangle. And in this case, I think Maria's going to have them all start from the same point.
I just love watching this.
It is really cool.
I know.
And it just has that nice bit of light and dark. And I think it's going to be fun to see what everybody does with this because, every now and then a tangle comes up that has a lot of potential that the whole Zentangle community explores and takes in directions that we just are marvel at when we see it.
Look at that. I love that these shapes just morph to accommodate the space.
And that little fold back is very cool. And this also is a tangle that fills quite a bit of space fairly quickly.
So in the interstices here, I'm just doing auras over and over with a brown pen, so it looks like spider webs.
Yeah. I think this is a neat technique to separate or to define the negative space because there's so much going on there that it's really neat and it makes them stand out as independent stems or stalks or noses. Who knows?
Okay, now I'm going to try a shading technique a little bit different than I usually do. See what you guys think of it. Probably can use it on other tangles as well. So I'm sort of going around with the graphite pencil in sort of an inner aura. And then after I do all the leaves, I'm going to take my tortillon and pull that graphite to the middle. It has a nice kind of look to it. It gives the leaf a different shape. It's kind of cool. Trying to give you some more ammunition in your pens and pencils.
So it's amazing how much graphite you can pull in, and you don't need a lot of pressure on this paper. It just light circles and it just moves it around. It's pretty magic.
So you can see these tiles are just, flying out of my pen. They go really quickly and so much fun. They're just really cool. There's a couple more different ones.
I think she painted the background with black ink.
I think it was like a walnut ink.
Yeah. I like how you shaded that one side on and left the other side unshaded.
It's kind of pretty, just on its own. Really fun with little tendrils. You can even, that first stroke, you can even leave that. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that cool?
So white on black.
Nice. Nice. And the leaves are like translucent. So I'm going to try one more thing here. I'm going to show you toodles as a border. And we're going to work quite a bit smaller. You can see that that's possible. And we're going to use it like we do poke leaf and work it into a border. So lovely.
Nice.
I use borders so often, and I like to always have those. If I don't know where to start on a tile, I can always start with a border. That one's kind of fun, huh?
I just love watching this. This is very cool. So there's many different ways you can organize them and lay them out, and of course there's always room for an aura. Just hold everything together and nice. I think part of what I like about this is it has that really intense dark area that is just totally integral to the pattern. Really beautiful.
So I'm just going to add a few little berries here just to give it some character and some drama.
I love how Maria leaves the centers, just a little bit of a highlight there.
Way cool.
Nice.
Oh, here's one Rick did. This is beautiful. Look at that.
So you can
Just
use that inner section as another section to tangle within.
looks
This is beautiful.
awesome.
Nice mix of curve and straight.
Well, have fun with Toodles.
And we'll look forward to seeing what you do. And thanks again for spending time with us and putting pen to paper and sharing it with the world. And this is so exciting.
Have fun. Bye.
We will see you tomorrow. Bye
Yep.
now.
Bye.